Northwest Profiles, presented by CarStar. Cars are more than just metal. They're our friend, and our best friend's best friend. When something happens to them, you can depend on CarStar for collision, glass, and auto care. CarStar, where accidents unhappen.
Christina Lake, British Columbia, home to beautiful scenery and a lake that offers a wealth of recreation. Residents, many who are artisans, live in this unincorporated village and reside along the lake's shores. Lucinda Dupee, a silver and glass artist and teacher of art, along with her husband Bob, an accomplished artist himself, have made a life next to this lake, its surroundings, and its artistic enclave. To both of them, the importance of community is significant. With their help in design and construction of a high-performance green building called the Christina Lake Living Arts Center, they have helped create a place where the community can come together and where local artists can show and sell their wares.
This is a really community-oriented art enclave. There's all kinds of people doing things out of their home studios or doing things with friends, and when we opened up the gallery at the center that we built, tons of people just showed up. And so now we have an amazing gallery showing local work, which is fabulous for tourists that come to the area, because they don't want to buy something from some other country and it just says Christina Lake. They want to buy something that was actually made here by somebody that lives around here.
Sitting in her small workshop, Lucinda spins and twirls hot molten glass in front of her torch with the intent of creating small, intricate designs fused from colored glass that are formed on thin rods called mandrels.
The type of glass that I do is called lampwork. Lampwork is in front of a torch. I work with tons of heat. You could get burned in more than one way. So you have to be really careful. I'm the type of person that can get way in my head, get way too many things going on. So these things are really good. Like the bead part is meditative because you have to stay so focused. If you're gonna create something, you have to think ahead, especially with glass because it's so hot and it's moving. It's the consistency of honey, but it's red hot molten honey. So you're turning it and moving it and trying to figure out your design because you can't make a whole lot of mistakes. You have to be pretty accurate. When you heat anything up, the molecules expand. They're liquid. So you want them to slowly, slowly, slowly contract. I've got a kiln, or an annealer they call it in the lampwork business. And then when my glass is really hot and I've made the bead, it's about 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. The annealer is running at 960 degrees, so I'm basically putting a hot bead into something that's hot and I'm garaging it or keeping it so it won't crack.
After rinsing the beads, they are taken off the mandrels. A Dremel tool is used to grind out the bead release that is left behind. As an artist, Lucinda is able to draw heavily from her surroundings by choosing what she decides to create and the color palette she chooses to use.
My work is inspired by where I am. That's a huge part of it. In the summer, it's inspired by water. It's inspired by flowers, so I'm picking the colors of the flowers. I run around with my camera and take lots of pictures. And then there's mountains and lake and water. In the wintertime, the colors go to like a blue, white, almost purple palette for that cold feeling. It's all about light, how light manifests itself, because I like the sparkle of things. So how does light look in the winter compared to how does light look in the summer? The greens are more intense in the summer. So it's really fun to play around with that palette, the seasonal palette. And then I partner the picture of the bead with a photo from the place. A lot of times people don't see things the same way I do, but when I trigger that part of that's where the bead got its inspiration, they can connect with it. So I'm kind of building connecting points, connect the dots.
Connecting the dots, using spots, creating a tactile thing that represents something in your life. Take chickens and fish.
I made the chicken beads because I was around chickens for a whole winter at my son's farm, and they were so amazing. They all have little personalities and they do different things. So trying to capture that whimsy in the chicken instead of creating just a chicken. It's like, oh, let's put some spots on it because that one had a lively personality. So people look at them and they go, well, they're not chickens per se, but they're representative of the feeling of chickens. And then I'll do things like, well, my name is CindyFish beads, so I do lots of fish and then sea creatures and lake creatures and things like that. The way I work, I'm not really into making the jewelry, I'm into making the beads. So I have piles of halfway done things that other people come in and they go, oh my God, I could finish that. It's like, please do, you know? Because that's not my passion. My passion is just making those beads. Putting the whole thing together is kind of like, it's too distracting. Because I know I can make more beads and change it around, and then I get like 6 designs in my head, and which one am I going to go with? I can't make up my mind, so I just say, well, forget it, I'm just going to make more beads.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.